Howie, could never mind. I have to lift my glasses to read the chat is all. Because my computer glasses are in the house. Uh Wait a second here. Gotta get the live chat going. Hi, Sherry Leach, Mary Jane. Aunt Audrey sends her love, Mary Jane. I went and visited Aunt Audrey today. And oh, I made a muck of things. I'm telling you, she had Angie and I pee in our pants with stories because I asked about stories about before I was born, because most of our family all lived on the same street at one point. Hi, hi, hi. Um, I got one public service announcement. If you don't like my conversation being interrupted for me to say hi to people that don't watch live streams. Um, Hey, Mocha, how's it going, sweetheart? And Seashell, Howie mailed your parcel today. Hi, Timothy. Stephen, hey, you. Vicky Lemire. So, anyway, so we went up to see Aunt Audrey today, and I took my my camera, and I set this up on this little tripod I'm using. Hi, Vintage. How are you, darling? And Sandra Moore. So I set this camera up, um, but I had it flipped around kind of like that. Right there's Papa there. Say hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa.
There's Gracie there. Um, and I had now I'm used to when I have my camcorder when it's recording. There's a red dot. When I'm recording with my phone, you have to touch the red dot to actually start it recording. So Aunt Audrey was telling us stories about, oh my God. I don't know if I got it on recording. And no, I didn't get it on recording. We were laughing so hard, and she had just finished telling this story. And yes, I have permission to share it because I recorded it or tried to. Um, when she was young and the lightning storm came and all the cows ran into the barn, like they all went like crazy and ran into the barn and into their stanchions. And she said, well, yeah, might as well milk them now, right? It's time to milk anyway. So she got a bucket and she hit the first cow and reached under to milk it and got kicked solidly because apparently the bull got confused and went into a milk stanchion. Aunt Audrey had tried to milk a bull. Well, Angie and I'm telling you, I almost peed my pants. But there is some video. There is some video of Aunt Audrey, and what I didn't get of her telling the story, I may have caught it on sound on camera, but her voice is very low and very quiet, so it's going to take some editing. Hi, Pat Sparks. How are you, Aldo? Yeah, it was a riot, and then I realized my phone shut off, and I went, I wasn't recording. And Angie goes, no, right? Nope, nope, didn't get it all. And Aunt Audrey said, well, somebody got fun. Somebody got a good story. I said, we got a good story. You know, she was talking about when I was 12. Like my Aunt Audrey and Uncle Jim took me in for 3 months when we sold our house in Toronto and while Dad was building our house in Apsley. And, and after that, she took me to not Prince Edward Island. She took me to Saskatchewan, and we went all the way. Seashell, I wish I had been on east side to video sunrise, but may go west sunset footage. Awesome. Weeding the garden. I'm so close to being done. Oh, mine's going to be a jungle when I get home, Vicky. But anyway, she was telling Angie, and there's stories. She remembered about our trip that I didn't. She said we were on our way down. We had births, and on our way back, we rode coach, right? But you get up and wandering around. You go to the bathroom, all that stuff. But I guess the train lurched, and I landed in some man's lap, and I forget what it was, but she said it was funny. She told the story. Apparently somebody thought they were getting lucky that night or something. Everything I'm done, I start all over again. Absolutely, absolutely. So whatever stories you guys don't get, I got, and it was fun. She talked about, oh God, I don't know if I got it on video or not. How she When she was first married to Uncle Jim, most of the kids in my mom's family, when they first got married, they lived at home. And sometimes several families were living there all at once, right? And I guess Uncle Jim was going out to I think the King Duke or something. Anyway, I'll see it on video. And Uncle Jim and the boys were going out, right? And she said she got crawled into the back of the truck because it was a double, like the doors open this way, and she grabbed his case of beer when they got down to the stoplight. She grabbed the case of beer and took off down the street with it. Oh my gosh! Apparently my Aunt Audrey and my Aunt Josie were real firecrackers that just didn't know. I know my grandfather wasn't really fond of Aunt Audrey or Aunt Josie because they wouldn't put up with crap, and apparently my grandfather was not the nicest of people, but it was a really cool visit. It was a really cool visit. Why am I not seeing any chat? Okay, I'm gonna get that weed cloth. My legs don't like my walking and sitting on my butt weeding. That's a good idea, honey. Or just put straw down around the plants. That will help to keep moisture in and keep the weeds down, right? I mean, it's a shot. It's worth a shot, isn't it? It is priceless sitting listening to our elders reminiscing, and that's why I was so upset that the camera didn't record, that I hadn't hit record on the phone, and I missed like 35 minutes of straight stories from Aunt Audrey. One time my grandma fell asleep in the passenger seat of her car in the driveway and put the car in neutral and woke up in the neighbor's front yard. Oh my God. Was she drinking? That sounds like something I would have done. So will several newspaper layers. There you go too. There you go too. And newspaper has one good thing over straw. It won't produce weeds from the straw. So what are you scratching, Gracie? So we got Papa's got a nice, oh, you gotta see how things are going here. We've got our flowers up that I told you about. We just got the cloths. Hey, Baba. On the tables. And the flowers are up over there. And we're just kind of sitting here. We got a fire going. We had nice rain last night.
Looks like we might get some more tonight.
Looks like we might get some more tonight. So, but we have some company coming. They're bringing KFC and it was Howie's best man at our wedding and his wife. Really lovely people. It is a beautiful park. It's quite empty at the moment. Like, let me.
Full yesterday.
It was, oh my God, it was so full yesterday, but it really is a beautiful park. And if you go just over there, there's a bathroom over there, and if you just go behind it, there's a little path that takes you to
soccer fields and the pavilion, the beach.
The beach and everything. Hi, Lori M. Hey, Bitty Boo. It is a nice spot. It is. And we have full hookup here. So, I mean, but look at this tree, guys. Look at that tree. That thing's like 150 years old. I couldn't even get my arms halfway around it. Isn't that gorgeous? Oops. Hi, Kim. How are you? What lake is it, Bev? It's called Little Lake.
Little Lake, yeah.
Yeah.
On the Trent Severn Waterway.
Hang on a second.
On the Trent Severn Waterway.
Little Lake.
Little
Yep.
Lake. Yeah. The Otonabee River goes down to Rice Lake.
Oh, okay.
Take the Trent Severn Waterway through up here, all the lift locks, and all the way up. You can go all the way up to Ottawa.
We went. Okay, I got to tell them this. We went to Bridge North today. We went to Bridge North today, and we crossed the causeway, which is part bridge to let the lake go through, like flow through, and then the rest is a causeway built up to cross the rest of Chemong Lake. Now, Howie's going to tell you something about this causeway from when he was a kid.
Tell him. I never was on it when it was a floating
Yeah,
bridge.
but you tell me
My
what.
parents would have been on it when it was on a floating barge. And they drove across the barges.
So the barges were all tied together.
and yeah.
They were float. So it was a floating bridge at one time.
Yep.
Oh man, no way.
The Chemung Lake is huge to get around either ways.
To get around either. Okay. So, oh, Nanny's laughing. Hey, Aunt Audrey. I almost peed my pants when you told that story of the bowl and the milk pan and the milking. Nanny's here. Everybody say hi to Aunt Audrey. She's in the comments with Angie. And sorry, Howie took me across the causeway. Thank you for sharing this beautiful place. I need a little tranquility. Thank you for everything. I'm canning like crazy now. I learned much from you. God bless you. Well, thank you, Jenny. And Mary Jane's here too. So Mary Jane also sends her love back, Aunt Audrey. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we went to Bridge North, and so as we're driving across the bridge and then the causeway, Howie told me about his parents when they were young, right, and courting and dating and all that stuff. That bridge and causeway was nothing but floating barges tied together, and you drove across it with cars. And Mom said it. I remember Mom talking about it, saying she just couldn't. She'd just sit there like this the whole ride across the thing.
We used to do lots of neat stuff. They had friends in Wolf Island.
Where's Wolf Island?
Off of Kingston. In the winter time, we'd be drive across the ice bridge.
Drive across the an ice bridge.
The St. Lawrence.
Holy crap! No, thank you. But then, I mean, I've been across a lake on a snowmobile too, and a vehicle.
There was 3-4 feet of ice back then. They used to drive dump trucks across it to the island.
Well,
It's
what's
like a
on Wolf
ferry.
Island now?
Homes and stuff.
Do they have a
Still
bridge
there.
or something?
Nope.
What
Take
have
a
you
ferry.
What have you found, Gracie?
It's always been a ferry in the ice bridge. They probably still drive maybe in February, January.
Wow, that would be insane.
Watch ice road truckers.
Yeah, no, I don't. Ice road truckers would give me nightmares. I mean, I couldn't. What were those highways from hell or something, where they were driving the big
Columbia
trucks?
and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Sherry Leach. Ever been ice racing, Bev? No. I wasn't really. I was a wild child, but not that wild. I mean, I remember diving into Eels Creek behind Andy McGinn's house when I was 13, drunk, and it was April 11, and the ice had just come out. I surfaced. I could barely swim. Public service announcement number 2, children: don't drink, ever. It's poison. So, but we've got company coming shortly. They're going to be bringing dinner. So we went to Bridge North, and on our way back we saw a little bakery. So I picked up the last cream horn for Papa, and we had a sausage roll each, and I bought some pecan tarts and peanut butter cookies. And the peanut butter cookies are like that big and like that thick. I can't wait. I've been waiting all day. I've barely eaten all day. How is Dallas Red doing? I haven't seen her on. Well, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in about a week, so I'll be calling her soon. It was the Duke of York. Thank you, Angie. It was the Duke of York Hotel. Yeah, and women weren't allowed in, but Aunt Audrey, right in she went. So I'm pretty sure it's the same place where my dad got his nose broke, because that was their common drinking place, and he got his nose broke because there's a great big guy, and it was like, it wasn't just it was a hotel. It's like there's a restaurant, and there's a great big drunk man, and this little French waiter kept, shooing him out the door, and he sent him out, and the guy came back in, and he said, "You little," and he swung, and my dad was in a booth with some uncles, I hear. Uncle Bill, at least, and probably Uncle Jim, because Uncle Jim was his best friend. Uncle Jim was my mom's older brother, my Aunt Audrey's first husband, my dad's best friend. Well, the guy said, look at, one of them said, look at that. My dad turned around and the waiter ducked and my dad got his nose crushed. And he said there was nothing they could do about it until it healed. And then he said they stuffed a pipe up his nose, a bar up his nose, and went crunch to straighten it. Yes, Aunt Audrey was a badass. Hey, Angie, ask Aunt Audrey, how old was she when she broke her wrist ice skating on the, where was it she was ice skating? Ask her that. Do you remember, Aunt Audrey? Where were you? How old were you when you broke your wrist ice skating? That's a good one. I think you were like 68 or something. Right? I'm not seeing any chat going here. Oh, okay, here we go. Yes, Aunt Audrey was a badass. I mean, you think we were badasses when we were young. Cream horns are flake pastry that are baked to form and then filled with cream filling. Yes, that's what a cream horn is. It's like a puff pastry. I actually have a video on it, guys. I made Howie cream horns once. Didn't I, dear?
Yep.
And we came up with a really good idea today. And I'm going to do it on video. Why? Because you can bake the cream, you bake your things first, your horns first, right? And then you fill them. And I was filling them with stabilized cream, but why don't I just bake them and keep them? And pop them in the freezer. Whenever we want, we'll just pull a couple out and fill them with the whipped cream from the spray can. Sounds good to me, eh, dear? Sure. What are you doing? What?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Did you ever get ripped? That's why it was cheaper. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get some more rain here. And I hope the inside is tidy so that we can, sit inside. How is this table going to have to come a little closer? Oh yeah, look at that. Here's the low pressure area coming in, low pressure coming in. See the trees and everything? So far, where's my ducks? Oh, they won't come over because Gracie's here. There's ducks that when we got back from going to visit Aunt Audrey. Thank you, Malka. Yeah, the wind, it's the rain coming in, maybe. I hope it's not. I hope it just keeps things cool and the rain holds off until after we go to bed, right? I'm telling you, we may go home early because me, Howie, and Gracie in one queen size bed, it ain't gonna work for long. Not gonna work for long. Well, actually, we slept really good last night, didn't we? Last night was a good night. The first night's always the hardest. But I do miss my bed. Here comes the wind. Can you guys hear that wind? Look at that sky, folks. I'm sorry if most of the picture is just me and the camper behind me, but there is a lot of people. There's people walk around here and I can't really film them without their permission, right? I know. Oh, Howie, that's a little high for this wind, isn't it? Ooh. If Morgan Carroll weren't bringing Dirty Bird, I'd say let's roast some weenies. It's not cold. It's not cold at all. It's just nice.
26 degrees.
It's like, well, it's what? It's like 75 degrees. It's not cold at all. The wind is actually really nice. I'm loving having my flowers and that my tablecloths, they don't necessarily match, but they're color coded. If you have to put the awning down, just put the plants on the other table. The awning may have to come down if this wind. Why don't you just tie them down? I mean, we've got, oh, sorry, you're just looking at my eyeballs there. I can't you haven't seen it, folks, and I haven't uploaded it, but there's a TikTok coming out of me giving that tree a kiss and hug. I was talking to Diane today and told her I can't because of my kidney infection in my kidneys. They're coming tomorrow, right? Did they say what time they're coming, Mary Jane? Hey, Survival, how's it going? Wish we were all there, like a Connected Hearts reunion. You know what? One of these days we'll have time for Howie and I to go hopping from place to place to place. And we're gonna do that sometime, and we're gonna do meetups all along the road. Right? Wow, look at that wind. The trees are a very nice buffer, but I mean, well, that's the best looking thing I've seen all day. Who was that? There was police cars going through here last night looking for a lady who had dementia. And for some reason, whenever she gets loose, she comes to Beavermead. So we had our eyes out for her, but we didn't see her at all. Anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I just wanted to pop on. I'm going to let you see these trees. Let me see if I can't. Oops. No, that's not going to work, is it? No, that's not going to work. How come that doesn't... Okay. There, you can look at Howie. So, we're going to get off here now. I'm trying to get the trees.
Wind like running right above us.
Yeah, it's right above us. Look at them. They're like churning in the wind. Isn't that wonderful? And yet, I doubt it's actually messing with my microphone because it's really not down here where we are. It's all up in the trees. Whoops. I'd like to share, since last year at this time I've lost 59 pounds. Aldo, that's awesome. Congratulations, 59 pounds. That's nothing to sneeze at. I'm still trying to get rid of the 20 I gained this winter. But camping isn't good for that, because we eat a lot of junk, like Kentucky Fried Chicken and sausage rolls and butter tarts and stuff. So we got a cold north wind here. Oh, that's awesome, Aldo. Well, listen, folks, I'm going to let you go for now, and I'll probably do another pop-up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I got cousins coming up from Oshawa for a visit, and then Wednesday it's my nieces, and Thursday it's Howie's nephews and kids. Friday it's Nan. I think we're leaving Friday night. We're not gonna... What's the point of packing everything up and then waiting until morning, right? Because we would pack everything up, right? So yeah, so we're probably gonna go home a day early, and then if we go home a day early, I'm gonna go get that. Howie's going to take that sunshade, and I'm going to go to the track on Saturday morning with Papa for Test and Tune, and you'll get some more Test and Tune video, because the nice race is the following weekend, and I may go to that too. Oh, Avonlea Ann, honey, hi. I'm sorry, I'm just leaving. Now I'm going to be more conscious and try and get rid of more weight. You know what, Aldo? You don't have to try. It's happening. It's become a natural progression in your life, and it's going to continue at a normal, proper, slow pace. So if you don't lose weight fast, or if you gain a pound and then lose it again, don't beat yourself up. This is a mindset you've already put yourself into. Just continue on with making yourself feel better. Anyway, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Beavermead Park in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, saying, I love you guys, mwah, and I'm going to leave you with a shot of the wind. and Papa. The mighty wind.
We can elaborate on that.
We could elaborate on that, but we won't. Mwah. Take care. God bless, folks.